stood conscience. Emperor Ashoka ruled with absolute power until one war changed his soul. The Kalinga battlefield echoed with suffering and Conquer was reborn. As a guardian of peace, he proved that the greatest victory is not over land but over one's wallets. Next we have King Leonidas. This was not a battle, this was statement. King Leonidas stood at Theophilus knowing death was certain. Outnumbered, surrounded, abandoned, yet unspoken. Next we have Egyptian queen. An Egyptian queen ruled a civilization obsessed with immortality in a land where rulers were gods and death was not a doorway. Next we have Queen Zenobia. Queen Zenobia dared to challenge the Roman Empire at its peak. Scholar, warrior, ruler, we have Queen Zenobia on stage. She expanded her kingdom and defined history's strongest force. Next we have Queen Tamar. Queen Tamar ruled Georgia, not as a figurehead, but as a force. Under the reign, the kingdom entered the golden age. Stronger borders, just lawns, unshakable unity. Next we have Japanese queen. Silence cannot do louder than command. A Japanese queen embodied discipline, grace, and culture in depth. In a society, but an honored, resilient, flowed quietly, yet absolutely through tradition, balance, and respect. Next we have Emperor Akbar. Emperor Akbar forged an empire not by force alone, but by understanding its welcoming faiths, reformed governance, and rule through dialogue. Strength was not intolerance, but vision. We have Maharani Tarabai. When an empire almost fell, she refused to let it die. Maharani Tarabai stood between collapse and survival, surrounded by enemies and betrayal, and she defied Maratha Empire with fearless leadership. Next we have Rani Lakshmibai. Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi became the face of rebellion. Sword in hand, child on her back, fire in her eyes, she thought not for victory but for dignity. We have George Washington. True power knows when to step away. George Washington led a revolution, built a nation, and then did the unthinkable. He gave up power, went back to people. In doing so, he taught the world that the leadership is service, not control. Next we have Philippine Queen. King. Before colonization, there was sovereignty. A Philippine king ruled cultural authority and community and strength. Long before foreign rule, he protected identity, tradition, and independence, leading not by fear but by belonging. Next we have Thailand Queen, royalty shaped by harmony. A Thai queen symbolized continuity, elegance, and spiritual strength. In a kingdom rooted in tradition, she stood as the calm center of power, where culture and charm become one. We have Queen Victoria on stage. Queen Victoria ruled Britain during its most powerful expansions. Next we have Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth II resigned towards social revolution and technological change. She became a symbol of continuity, duty, and service, maintaining stability in an ever-changing world. We had Queen Elizabeth II on stage. No beginning, no. This is not a formation. This is self. King grows within me. Queens rule through me. Umpires believe they own me. They did not.
तुलसी कोमलवल्ली नीलवर्णना नित्यकल्याणी वेणं
before was the present moment, just like this one. Courage here, this is winter tradition. Please face me. महाकाल, तीनों लोगों का राजा और तीनों समय का संहारक। क्या समय से भी ऊपर कोई हो सकता है? क्या मेरे से ऊपर भी कोई है? देखो, रियासतें मिट्टी में मिल गई तख्त की आस में। क्या तुम्हें भी बनना है समय से ऊपर? मुश्किल है, क्योंकि महाकाल सबसे ऊपर है। अंत में आकर महाकाल के आगे सबको महाकाल। At the last, I would like to mention the every props used by this drape and everything is used by the abundant saris in the house we have. So this is something I would like to add. Thank you very much.
photo. Abhinav sir.